Just to be fast tonight, these teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Tatum out there with George. Then there's Derek White. Then it's Houdini. And it's Valentine in at the 5 down low. Here's George. He can't get it to go. Nice defense from Wagner. Over White. And it's Wagner missing. Here's Houdini. Misses the 3. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And stolen by Valentine. Here's Tatum. Sinks that one from the post.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Pass to Houdini. And it's off from three-point range. Wagner looking it over. Now Payne. Kicks it out to Banchero. Over Tatum. And it's Banchero missing.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Pass to Houdini. No good on the triple.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet. Only managing to sink one of their first 5 shots.
They get the rebound. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And they don't want to get in the habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
They set the screen. And another miss by Boston.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The Magician no good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense. Oh, my gracious. Way to get up. Mercy. Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Banchero looking around. Shot clock at 6. Fader on the way. Rebounded by the Celtics. And this the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
And defensively, the Celtics sure switch a lot.
Yeah, that strategy is the norm in the NBA. They have versatile defenders to do it, though, and it's still a big part of how they stifle their opponent's three-point shooting.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Valentine. That's short off the rim.
And not allowing the receiver even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The Magician passes to Banchero. Fires for 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Pass to Houdini. George with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The Rico. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Payne. And it's sent back by White. And here's Valentine for 3. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Jamal Mosley. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And a chance now to see where teams stand in the early stages of the NBA Cup.
And a lot can still change before we get to the knockout round. But one thing we know at this point, this competition has really added some excitement to the regular season since it started.
Paul George with the steal. To the paint. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
You gotta love how George always keeps his options open, willing to make the right pass.
Well, GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment or two.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And they pick up two.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And here's Tatum for three. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got his third basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Inside. A nice shot by the Magician.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. They defeated the Wizards in their last one.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them.
Who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. Number 1, the Magic. The Celtics second.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
Here's Valentine. 23 points for him the last game against Washington.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him.
Shot clock at 5. G with the rebound. G's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
To the inside. Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Boston trailing. Here's Pritchard. His last outing with 20 points. Pass to Walsh. A three-pointer, no good. The Magic have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's the Magician. Hauser defending. Now Pritchard. Here's Queta. Scoreless thus far. Here's Hauser. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to G. Kicks it out to Banchero. Faulkner wide open. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. Banchero's got his third assist on the night. Celtics trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pritchard passes to Queta. Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pritchard. Pass to Hauser to stop the drought. G with the rebound.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Banchero, that's good.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Vucevic, he's checked in for G. Wendell Carter comes in for Banchero. Richardson, he's checked in for Bain. And it's Anthony Black in for Franz Wagner. Here's Walsh. Richardson cover. Hauser with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Valentine set the pick for Pritchard. Busted. No good that time either.
And the defense run right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. It was only, let's do this.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Inside, here's Queta. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Richardson the pass to the Magician. And the free ball is good. The Magicians had a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Orlando. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. Carter comes in with the double team. 6 to shoot. Pass to Queta. Shoots it. Walsh can't get it to go. Here's Orlando. They're on an 18-5 run. Here's Black. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta. Here's the Magician. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They broke up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's the Magician. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And
chipped in with a couple of blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Valentine passes to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's Hauser in the corner. Pass to Valentine. Pritchard from outside. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty long time. Orlando up in front. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. The scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
They've got Black. Carter out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's G, and it's Richardson in at the 2. Richardson's out there for Orlando. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, the Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Guys, back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Chase. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Offensive rebound. Here's Black. Pass to Carter. Lets it go with the 3. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Houdini. Black defending. Here's Houdini. To the paint. Wants to get it to Robinson. Inbounds.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And Carter has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Banchero. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
For Tatum. Great showing for him last season. How about 27 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists? And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, this last stretch, it has been unbelievable to watch him get going on the glass, and it's been reflective in the stat sheet.
Hauser up top. Here's Houdini, and he hits the jump shot. Houdini's got 5 now.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's a screen. To the middle. Here's Chase, and it's G finishing it off.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position. The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Pass to Black. And here's Carter. Magic moving the ball around. Over in the corner, Banchero. And the Magic another 3.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Houdini. Black defending. A shot by Houdini, no good.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Richardson gets a wide open look. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Celtics have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Houdini passes to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And for the Celtics, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Hauser the pass to Houdini. There's a screen by Robinson. It's White on the wing. Over Richardson. And, yep, finally drops it, rolling around the rim.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
In this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Pass to Houdini. G with the rebound. G's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Houdini passes to White. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Richardson the bounce pass. Here's Banchero for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
The 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Houdini passes to White. Pass to Houdini. 3-pointer. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's pushing the ball with his teammates.
So for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Bain comes in for Richardson. And it's the Magician in for Anthony Black. And then for Boston, Valentine comes in for Mitchell Robinson. And Georgia subbed in for Sam Hauser. Here's the screen. White looking around. Pass to Valentine. Just 5 on the clock. And White kicks to George. Connects from 3-point range. George has got 6.
Line him up and knock him down. You know PG is good to drill a handful of threes when he steps on the floor.
Down low. And it's G finishing it off. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
And stolen by Tatum. George with the ball. Defended now by Wagner.
I'd like to see that PG getting after it.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. To the inside. Here's Chase. 6 for 6. He's whipped and missed from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And it's White missing. Well, Orlando shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Bane, no good. Celtics shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. A shot by Valentine, no good. And it's the Magic with the ball. Pass to the Magician. Now, here's Wagner. Here's G. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Banchero. Rebound, Boston. Outside, George. Shot on the wing. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's now 7 points for Houdini.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
And it's G finishing it off.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Houdini passes to White. Lets it fly from 18. G with the rebound. G's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Banchero dishes to G. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Is that accurate, or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Chase. And then G with the jam.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside, George. His three-pointers off the mark.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bane looking around. Here's Banchero for three. Drops in the tray. Banchero's got 30 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hit.
From deep, George. That's good, and it's his fourth basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Magician, no good.
In the first quarter, he was raining down three. That's not the case here in the second.
And here is Tatum. Looking to get back on track here. It's deflected. Paolo Banchero getting it done for the Orlando Magic. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Please bring up your attention to center court. And get ready for the family half-court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close. Let's hear it for the participant.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
A look here now at the match. The season is still in its infancy, but they've got the firepower and they're playing with great effort.
You just want to see them stay hungry all season long. They're good, but I think they can take it to another level.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, he's on one, playing with great confidence as always. 6'10", guard level skills. These are really tough to match up with.
Yeah, Mr. Banchero taking control, which is really no surprise. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Jason Tatum. Houdini is out there with Derek White. Then it's Paul George, and it's Valentine, and at the center filling out the middle. Banchero, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Houdini passes to George. Pass to Valentine. Over G. Valentine's shot, good. Valentine's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And here is Bane. Here's the Magician. Off target on the 15-footer. Tatum dishes to Valentine. From outside, off the mark. Well, Orlando shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by George. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Houdini. Sinks the three-pointer. Houdini's got 10 points.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Banchero outside. And G with the stop.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Outside, White. Pass to Houdini. Valentine set the pick for Tatum. Off target from three-point range.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Here's G to the paint. Banchero inside, guarded by Tatum. Great D that time from Tatum. The Celtics have been a title contender for years now. So, RJ, what do you attribute that to?
Well, their talent level has been off the charts. But something else you can point to is their defense. The Celtics have been an elite defensive team for over a decade.
Valentine passes to Houdini, fires the 3, and again busted with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Banchero. Inside, here's Chase. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. G's got 4 points this quarter.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Here's Houdini. Off target from outside. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Wagner passes to Banchero. Back to Wagner. To the inside. Stolen by Tatum. To the middle. Pick off in midair. And up the court come the Magic on the break. With the stuff.
And for his position, Banchero, great vision and willingness
to make the extra pass.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here, the coach, he has some choice words for his team.
Yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do in terms of motivation. What they said to you. Hey, man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant. Check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies. You might fake breaks. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What they tend to do in terms of motivation. What they said to you. Hey man, all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant. Check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies. You might fake breaks. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose? Oh yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid.
A moment to check out Franz Wagner here.
He's coming off an excellent season. Last year averaging 24 points per, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Valentine dishes to White. Titus screen. Here's George. And he makes that one.
Paul George.
George has got 13 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. The Magic making the switch now. Carter's checked in. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. Number 1, the Magic. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot-blocking numbers.
There's the steal. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Kevin, back to you.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Outside, George, pocket 6. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his own.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Pass to the Magician. Back to Carter. Offline with his 3.
well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now, here's George. He's got 15. Pulls up. High post. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Carter. Down low. Here's Chase. And Boston with the rebound. Valentine's got 6 rebounds in the game. Now, here's Tatum. And here's George. Here's Valentine, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And as the NBA gets more involved in global basketball, Richard, you and I were just talking about this. Commissioner Silver wondering about shortening games to 40 minutes. What are your thoughts?
Well, in the game of 2K, I think the sweet spot is about a 5-minute quarter. But in real life, if you change 48 minutes, there will be a revolt.
That's good from Valentine. Both shots good from the stripe. The Magic have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Wagner outside. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Chase the pass to the Magician. 4 on the clock. The Magic again can't hit. The Celtics have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Drills the 3-pointer.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the 2nd.
Here's the Magician. He's got 15. On the Wayne Bane. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Tatum passes to Houdini. Outside, White. Outside, George. Driving inside, and it's blocked. Over to the left wing. The Magician hits it from 3-point range. The Magician's got 18 points in the game.
Improving that vision since he came to the league. Bane with a nice dish here.
To the paint, it's stolen by G. Pass to Bane. Now here is Carter, guarded by Tatum. 3-pointer. The Magician no good. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Tatum passes to Houdini. The 3 from George. Nice defense from Wagner.
His 3-point shooting kind of dried up in the 2nd half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
G gets to Carter. Can't connect from short range.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Chase. And the rejection by Tatum. Here's Houdini. 16 points for him. And the jumper is on the mark. Houdini's got 11 in the 2nd half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence could be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. is. Banchero's checked in for Franz Wagner. Richardson comes in for Bane. And it's Anthony Black in for the Magician. Then for the Celtics, Sam Hauser's checked in for George. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White. Here's G. He's got 26. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. It's Black in the corner. No good from outside. Boston shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Now Hauser. Still without a basket. No good on the three. Orlando's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Richardson outside. Carter kicks to Black. 5 to shoot. The shot, no good. The Celtics shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Here's Houdini. Boston again missing. The Magic shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Down low. Here's Carter. Rebounded by the Celtics. Puts up a deep three. A shot by Houdini, no good. Magic shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Carter dishes to Black. Out to the wing. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
And here's Tatum for 3. Cans it from downtown. Tatum's got 10.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Inside. Here's Chris. And it's G's finishing it off.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
30 seconds left to play here in the third. Pritchard passes to Valentine. Jammed by Valentine.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Black with it. And it's blocked. And here's Valentine. And so it's Orlando. Riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Desmond. Vucevic is out there with Franz Wagner. Then there's Black. And it's the Magician with the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Shields. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Magician's got 5 rebounds tonight. Black finds Wagner. He gets that one. Wagner's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Houdini. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
outside. Vucevic setting the pick for Wagner. Back to Bane. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the wing.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
A shot by Houdini, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
What a slam from Wagner. When he gets that close, he is going for it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Houdini. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Wagner outside. Vucevic finds Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. A nice shot by the Magician.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Boston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Houdini. And the game getting more spread out. Do you think RJ will ever see an NBA 4-point line?
I doubt it, but I guess you never know. I personally don't think it's a good idea. I think the game needs tweaks, not changes.
Here's Pritchard. 2 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Pritchard feeling it out a bit. And nothing is falling for him right now. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. Looking to get on the board here in the 4th still.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Vucevic. Robinson with the block. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Orlando's gone 2 for 2 from 3-point land to start the 4th quarter. What a pass to set him up.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on him.
And that one's good. Houdini.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's the Magician. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. The Magician's got 11 in the second half. Now Pritchard. Here's Houdini. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Wagner. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Houdini. Launches it from deep. Franz Wagner grabs the miss.
Another missed 3, and he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
It's good from long range.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Like the pass to the Magician. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And just to catch up on some numbers here, the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are
in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
RJ, the NBA this season hosting some regular season games in Berlin and in London. Possible basketball markets moving forward.
Yeah, with the NBA looking at a new league in Europe, bringing the NBA games to these cities will help drive the interest.
A shot by Houdini, no good. Orlando's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Here's the Magician. And finish off by Wagner.
Wagner getting after it on the offensive glass.
Boston shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executed. Pass to George. Fires the three. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Black with it. Wagner outside. Here's Vucevic, and the layup's good off the glass.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now here's White. Pass to Houdini. To the wing right side. Valentine with it. Vucevic on him. Valentine setting the pick for White. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Orlando now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Black. The Magician passes to Wagner. The rebound by the Celtics.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Outside, George. Here's Houdini. The shot's good on the assist by George.
3 points.
George has got 4 assists in the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal streak. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
She's checked in for the Magic. Paolo Banchero comes in for Anthony Black. Pass to Houdini. Oh, good with the triple.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
And a wide open look for Payne. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Tatum. Celtics passing it around. White, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it takes it in for the layup on a very nice feed. 31 points for the Magician.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul.
Desmond Bane.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Foul. First team foul.
Magic on defense. George makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And PG is on one tonight. Getting the looks that he wants and taking it to the defense.
To the middle. And it's G finishing it off.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Houdini. Outside, White. Over to the wing. Now, here's Valentine. He's guarded closely. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Here's the Magician. Pass to G. Here's Banchero. Wagner passes to Bane. Here's the Magician. That 3 off the mark. The Celtics shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tight.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's White. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. There's the triple. A shot by Houdini, no good. Orlando's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Pass to G. And it seems that sometimes the best player on a team isn't necessarily their leader. You've been on a lot of teams. A lot of great players. Do you agree?
Well, at the very least, you need your best player to be the tone setter. They don't have to be very vocal, but their work ethic and their accountability has to be the highest.
Free throw good from G. Second free throw, no good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And they'll take the win tonight.
And rebounds again.
Boy, this guy plays hard, acting like every board is his.
Would you believe he's tied the team record for most rebounds in a game? I mean, this is unbelievable. Drills it from outside.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that spill probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
It's deflected, and he stays with it. And here's George for 3. Grabs the rebound again.
Another board, and he's set the franchise record for rebounds in a game. What an absolute vacuum he's been tonight.
He's inhaled any and every miss off the glass. Great performance to write his name in the team record book. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standing.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game. So they're off to a strong start.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, G.